Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. So as per usual, the timestamps will be in the description bar below as well as the comments. So let's just get started here. Okay, so starting off with Aries, the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the World card. Behind the Knight of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, okay. Seems to me that someone feels an apology could, bring some sort of closure. It's like I am seeing an apology, but I'm also seeing it in the form of like closure with the World card. Okay, so you could be, thinking of someone that you're seeking some sort of closure from, or there's some sort of clarity that you're wanting in a situation. An apology as closure. Let's see. How is this person feeling about Aries? Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You could be thinking of an earth sign, okay? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, potentially another fire sign like yourself. So Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. With the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands in this person's feelings, I do believe it's someone who is wanting to... It's like there's some sort of communication here. The way that it's coming through to me is like in the form of an apology, okay? It's doing what they feel like is right. And what's interesting is with the Queen of Pentacles, there is a part of them that wants to invest in this situation here, but they're trying to make a firm decision, or I should say they're trying to make sure that they're making the right decision for themselves. I see a lot of passion. I see a lot of attraction. I even see a heavy fixation on you this week, Aries, but this person is trying to make a decision, and they're also like looking out for themselves in a way is what I'm seeing here. Six of Wands. Some of you may be in the public eye, or there could be something in particular this person's doing this week to kind of like grab your attention. Because I do see they want you to focus on them, but there's also an energy of, am I doing things the right way? What's the Queen of Pentacles? The Devil. Okay. Some of you could be thinking of a Capricorn. Yeah, so it's kind of just confirming what I'm saying here. Like if they, for example, are thinking about reaching out, or if they are thinking about a solution to something that is causing them to feel uneasy, they're not really sure if they're taking the right approach, because the Devil is there clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. So they're analyzing the situation with you, but something doesn't feel right, or maybe something doesn't feel as healthy as it could be, because the Devil could be, like a toxic habit or a pattern or something that is just not working, but it's also very difficult to come out of that space or to completely let go of it. So if it's like ongoing issues between the both of you, this person feels like it's not something that's just going to be solved overnight here. I do see that they're thinking about you quite frequently with the Devil card. That could be also read as like obsessive thinking. But it's really a question of, am I doing the right thing, or am I doing things the way that I'm supposed to be? And I don't know why that's coming up persistently. We have the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So we did see the Knight of Cups in the World card. That could be this person wanting to give you some sort of closure, or it could be, again, like an apology. But with the Ace of Pentacles clarifying the King of Wands, I do see it as someone who wants a new beginning. They want things to feel more stable between the both of you with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Although I still see that there's something here that's not working, that is ongoing, or this is someone who's trying to offer you a new beginning, but there may be something that they're still battling with, or something that's going on behind closed doors that they're not necessarily revealing. Two of Pentacles. So this could be like a case of juggling. This could be someone who's kind of like feeling like they are going back and forth between two different situations here. Because what I see is they're trying to work something out with you, but there's either guilt associated with that or they don't feel completely at ease with their approach. So there's something that's not sitting well with them or something that's just causing them to feel uneasy. And with the Two of Pentacles, that's like a back and forth energy. But that's also, you know, an energy of cause and effect. So this person may feel like they're dealing with the repercussions of their actions in one way or another. Two of Cups. Yeah. Because Two of Cups is when, you know, or it's letting me know this person does have emotions for you. They do feel like they're in love with you. But when you have the Devil there is something that is um, negatively impacting the connection between the both of you, but it's still ongoing with the Devil being upright. And yes, they're trying to solve something, or they're wanting a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles, which is great, but there's still a back and forth energy. And I think it's stemming from a space of, am I doing the right thing? Or it's stemming from a space of feeling some sort of guilt with possibly pursuing a situation with you, but maybe juggling something else here, Empress. Okay. Some of you may have children of your own, or maybe you do have children with this person here. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So what this person's conflicted about this week here, Aries, is Two of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles is a clear message that they're giving to more than one situation, or they're trying to figure out where to invest their like energy and finances, that sort of thing. But Six of Pentacles, as much as it could be a very generous energy, it's like he's giving to one person and the other person is, you know, feeling neglected. That's what the, you know, image is depicting here. So it's like, you may have felt neglected in the situation in the past, or there is another part of this person's life that they're neglecting. What I see is they have emotions for you, Two of Cups, Empress. They are wanting a new beginning with you, but it's not, there is still something else that's ongoing, or the approach is not completely like guilt-free in a way, because this person is still thinking about something that's negatively impacting the connection, or they're wondering if they're doing the right thing. So what I see someone trying to like maintain a healthy balance, although, um, you know, Two of Pentacles in a spread usually comes up when you're trying to maintain two things, but you can only maintain or juggle for so long. So this person's trying to like keep everything under control here, as far as, you know, like the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, they are trying to keep you happy, but there may be something that you guys are like sweeping under the rug, or something that you may feel this person is sweeping under the rug and just kind of like putting a band-aid on it for the current moment is the best way for me to explain that. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Judgment card. You definitely could be thinking of a Scorpio, but it's someone that you have history with the Six of Cups energy here. Seems to me that this is someone who's being reminded of the past, or maybe how things used to be between the both of you before, you know, a drastic change here with the Judgment card. So yes, I could read it as someone who's like kind of like taking a trip down memory lane, which is pretty much what I see here. But it's like also specifically being reminded of how the dynamic was prior to things changing between the both of you. There's something very comforting about the past with you, or the memories that they share with you. Let's see. How is this person feeling about Taurus? Okay. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands followed by the King of Pentacles. There's something here about this person admiring how grounded you are. Okay. Your approach to this connection here, or just your approach to life, could be very different in comparison to theirs. Because what I'm seeing, with the Knight of Wands to the King of Pentacles, definitely a major difference between both of those energies. And for it to be in this person's feelings, it's like this person may feel like they moved very quickly with you, or they did something very impulsively, and you may have not reacted to that well because it's not similar to your approach. Does that make sense, Taurus? So this person could feel that they were either rushing something with you, or they acted impulsively without really, understanding your perspective on things. But there's something here that this person wishes that they didn't say or didn't do because it was very impulsive and it impacted you or the way that you view them. Eight of Wands. So this is like a very fast moving energy. I do believe it's someone who's, communicating with you in the current moment, or they're about to, with the Eight of Wands. And as much as it's a very fast moving energy, there is something here that this person is trying to kind of like slow down or do in a way where it doesn't feel so impulsive or it doesn't feel so rushed. I'm getting that persistently. I feel like this is someone who's very attracted to you, very passionate about you as well. But I think the reason why they admire you is you're very different from them. And that's what draws them towards you. So either like it could be, two completely different lifestyles. It could just be like your perspective and their perspective, and or just, outlook on life. But they feel like you're very different from them. But that's also what draws them closer to you. So it's almost like they're intrigued by you, is what I'm seeing here. The Star card. You're very special to this person. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Now, what's interesting with the Star card is like this is someone who wants to nurture a connection with you because they do realize that it's special. They do realize that it's what you guys have is rare. Okay, but the Star card is also, associated with healing, right? So with the Knight of Wands and the Star card, there could be an energy of this person being very impulsive or impatient at times, and that could be something that they're actively working through or trying to heal with the Star card there. There's something very, very special about you, Taurus, and I do feel like there's like a very comforting energy associated with the past. So when they're reminded of the memories that you guys have, or, maybe quality time that you guys spend together, or travel plans that you guys have made, or, in the past, it's like there's some sort of comfort that they're deriving from those memories, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you make this person extremely happy. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, right? And the Nine of Cups is also clarifying the King of Pentacles. And I feel like this is someone who feels like you make them happy, but there is an energy of wanting to take that next step, or wanting to let you know that they want something to feel more exclusive than it has in the past with that Knight of Wands energy. Ten of Wands clarifying the Eight of Wands. It's taking everything in this person to openly communicate with you, okay? And what's interesting is the Ten of Wands is clarifying the Eight of Wands, which means just communicating, or for example, if you and this person haven't spoken a very long time, just breaking that initial silence is something that this person's really dreading, or it feels very burdensome. Okay. Now the Ten of Wands does speak about something feeling burdensome, and the tens in tarot speak about completion. So this person could also be holding on to some sort of communication that occurred between the both of you in the past that they're not really fond of, which goes back to what I was saying with the Knight of Wands. As I open the spread here, I do feel like they regret something that they've done impulsively. Four of Pentacles. Seems to me that this person's also in a very self-focused energy. There could be some sort of financial goal that they're trying to attain here, or it could be someone who is like saving up for something large, like whether it's like a vehicle, a home, that sort of thing. There's some sort of like, it's like paying very close attention to their finances or something pertaining to their stability. I feel like this is someone who is also feeling that no matter what they do, they can't seem to let go of your energy. Four of Pentacles is also like holding on to like energy, but it could also be when you're also it could also mean that you're very held back, in the same time, or at the same time. The Fool card. What's the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups? Wow. Seems to me that this is someone who wants a redo here. That's pretty much what this spread is telling me. It's like, you know, the past, there is something about the past that feels burdensome. Something about the communication in the past that feels burdensome, sorry. But there's also some sort of comfort that this person is deriving from the past as well, right? So maybe the communication wasn't great, or this person regrets something that they've done impulsively, but I do see it as someone who wants to come together with you. The Fool card, as well as the Ten of Cups, is like, I want to take a leap of faith towards you. I want something more. Nine of Cups is this person feeling fulfilled on their own. And then we have the Ten of Cups, which is like that last cup, or this person could feel like you complete them in one way or another. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's see. The person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, guys, so we have the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Hierophant here. So you definitely could be thinking of a Taurus or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone is heavily fixated on you this week, Gemini, with the King of Wands energy, but they have commitment on their mind as well, okay? Some of you may be a teacher. So maybe even if it's not like out of school, there could be something that, like a skill that you have where you help others. Or this person could be a teacher as well. Something to do with like teaching is coming up strongly. But with the King of Wands as well as the Hierophant, it's like someone who's fixated on you, but they have commitment on their mind. Someone who's very attracted to you, but it could be like a traditional individual, or there's something to do with like values and morals that they're thinking about when it comes to the connection with you. Okay, how is this person feeling about Gemini? Magician, okay, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who feels like they want to build with you. When you have the Magician and the Three of Wands, yes, it could be that this person's viewing you as someone that they've manifested, or the connection that you guys share is something that they feel they've manifested. But the Three of Wands is when you're focused on the future. So there's some sort of plans that they're making for the future. And I did mention just a minute ago that they do have commitment on their mind. So this is someone, even if they're connecting with you in the current moment and things feel a little bit lighthearted, they are making long-term plans. This doesn't seem to me that it's someone who's just wanting to casually date. It's like they want more. They are thinking about that, even if it doesn't initially seem that way. And with the Three of Wands, this has a lot to do with planning, sure, but they are very determined to pursue things with you, because in the Three of Wands, there are three wands, of course, and he's holding on to one wand, which is symbolic for choosing a direction or being decisive in terms of what it is that you want here. The Chariot. This person's definitely ready for progress, wanting things to pick up the pace here. You could be dealing with a Cancer. There's some sort of contrast here, or like, it's like there could be something that you've communicated, for example, or maybe it's just, you know, something that you do, or, you know, even if it's something that you do for work, but it's illuminating an area of this person's life to them. So they're starting to realize how the both of you are very different, but they also feel like you guys could work together very well, hence why they want to see some sort of progress here. And even if this is something fairly new, Gemini, like this person wants things to pick up the pace. They want things to move forward between the both of you, and they can see the potential already. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah. You have someone here who really wants to invest in you. They're looking at you and they're like, you know, Gemini is someone that is worth the investment. They, you know, check off all the boxes when it comes to who is, or my version of an ideal partner. That's what that Queen of Pentacles energy is. They may also really respect the fact that you pick and choose, you know, who you give your energy and time to. They could feel like you're a very selective individual. But that's something that they admire again with the Queen of Pentacles. They feel like you're someone who knows your worth, but you also value your time and, you know, relationships here. We have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Three of Wands. Seems to me, Gemini, that a situation is working out like much better than you anticipated it to. And even if it's fairly new, I'm not saying that you went into the situation feeling like it wasn't going to work out. But I am saying that if there's like any sort of doubt here, or, you know, you're kind of wondering if this is just someone else that you're getting to know, but you're going to end up at square one, or is it actually going to work out? Like the Wheel of Fortune is usually when something works out in your favor. But it may require you to make some sort of like a very important decision, because the Wheel of Fortune also comes up when you're at like a very, you know, crucial point in your life here. But since we are touching on your person's feelings, I do believe that it's someone, again, who wants progress, who's ready to see some sort of change. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I do believe that meeting you has, you know, taught this person a lot, or it's causing them to feel, or not feel, but analyze their life a little more. The Emperor. Wow. This could be someone who's in like position of power. They could be a father figure, but they're definitely like, people look up to them in one way or another. So it doesn't mean that they have to be in the public eye, but they could just be someone who is known in their community, or, you know, their children look up to them, you know, but they are someone who is like looked at or viewed as an inspiration here. The way that they're wanting to execute things, or the way that they're wanting to pursue a connection with you, seems to be like, you know, step by step. Or this could be an energy of someone who kind of lives by the book. I don't want to say it like that, but I'm getting like a very like traditional energy, or an energy of like, I have a specific way that I like things done, or I have a specific belief that this is what happens if, you know, two people fall in love. They could have very specific beliefs here, is what I'm getting at. Could definitely be an Aries. Two of Swords clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So what I see is a turn of events, or a change in your love life after a very stagnant period here. It could be a Pisces also. Two of Swords clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. There is an energy of possibly like initially not seeing where this is headed, or having trouble seeing the bigger picture in the beginning here. But I feel like it's definitely going to grow into something more. I think what you don't expect is that this person is wanting more progress. Things are going to pick up the pace between the both of you. And maybe as you're connecting with them initially, you're like, okay, what is this going to turn into, or what's going to happen here? But you're going to receive the clarity as, you know, time, you know, as the connection progresses here. And what's interesting is like, this person is going to change your mind on something, Gemini, with the Hanged Man. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be that this person's, you know, changing a belief of yours, but like they could be changing your mind about like a perspective or something here. Because one thing that's coming up in this connection is that both of you learn a lot from each other. The Ace of Cups definitely could be new love, or for others of you, it could be reconnecting. Three of Cups. This seems more like new love to me, guys, because I feel like you're going to be spending more time with this person as well with the Three of Cups. You know, this is someone who wants to take you out. They want to spend quality time with you, get to know you on a deeper level. But I definitely see this as a very positive energy. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Moving on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Let's see. Eight of Cups wanted to show itself. Wonder if it's someone that you've walked away from. We have the Magician here on the bottom of the deck. And the Five of Cups. So the person that you're thinking about, you may be thinking about them because you're missing them. You may also be thinking about them because there's, you know, a level of disappointment that you feel when you think of them. Okay, Magician and the Five of Cups. A bit of a nostalgic energy coming through here, guys. Let's see. How does this person feel about Cancer? Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords. So two things here, Cancer. The first thing being like, this person could be trying to get through to you with the Page of Wands. That could be a card of communication. But with the Eight of Swords, there's like some sort of restriction. So like either they're really wanting to speak to you and they feel like they're unable to because they're restricted by a situation in their life, A, or B, they're wanting to speak to you, but they feel restricted mentally. Like it's like Eight of Swords could be a mental energy where you're just having a hard time figuring out what to say. Or you haven't spoke to someone, generic example, in a really long time and you're like, how do I open communication with them? But there are some sort of restrictions when it comes to contacting you or communicating with you, even if it's because you have this person blocked. Because what I see is they really want to reach out to you, even feeling a bit impulsive. But with the Eight of Swords, it's like, you know, feeling or there are some sort of restrictions here. The World card. The World card lets me know that there definitely has been a change or a shift in this dynamic here. And there could even be physical distance between the both of you. Okay. For some of you, this person, there's something to do with like online communication. So they could be trying to communicate or contact you online, or they're looking something up online. And I don't mean that in a dramatic way, guys. It quite literally could just be someone, you know, looking up to see if you have like social media or if you're publicizing anything on social media. Like they're trying to figure you out, but online. It could even be watching tarot readings, right, guys? So it's not to, you know, my readings are not to scare anyone, guys. I'm just reading the energies here. And then we have the Two of Swords, clarifying the Page of Wands. Seems to me that this person seems a bit concerned about you, Cancer. As far as the Two of Swords, it's like they are really confused when it comes to what you're doing, what you're up to, where this connection is headed. So it may be someone that, you know, you haven't been communicating with, you know, you haven't been communicating with them for a while now. But there's like, they're feeling concerned because there's a lot that they don't know. There's a lot that's in the unknown. And for some of you, they're concerned because they don't have access to you and they're wondering if you're okay. Because Page of Wands being the first card in their feelings, guys, it's like, it's genuinely someone who misses you and wants to check up on you. Like they want to hear from you. So I wonder if, you know, they don't have a way of doing that, or maybe you made it clear that you did not want to communicate to them or with them. Ten of Cups. Seems to me that this person is also stuck in visions of the both of you together or the plans that you guys have made. Because they still strongly feel that they want a connection with you, but they feel very stuck in terms of what to do next or how you feel. There's just a lack of clarity in the situation, and they're trying to just follow their intuition, or they're trying to think about the logical thing to do, but they're actually, it seems like they're ending up more confused here. The World card, Five of Wands. There's an energy of fighting a change since the moment it happened. And what I mean by fighting a change, it's like being resistance to the, like there's resistance towards it. It's like, I don't want to accept that that's what is. Because the Five of Wands is clarifying the World card, which means like this person feels like they don't agree with, you know, an ending, or they don't agree with the change here. And this person could also be in a very chaotic environment as well. The Five of Wands could kind of be like, you know, whether it's people rubbing you the wrong way or issues within, you know, your external environment, but somehow you're being brought into those issues, or it's, you know, impacting you. This person may also feel like they haven't been making the best decisions with the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands since something came to an end between the both of you. It could be making very impulsive decisions. It could be just like doing things in the moment because you're upset, or because you're you know, whatever emotion it is, but then later regretting it. It's like things that you do, but you're not thinking about it thoroughly. Seven of Pentacles. Seems to me that it's someone who's observing what they could have had with you. King of Swords. Very determined to figure you out or figure something out about you. Like, for example, if you decided to go no contact with this person and, you did not tell this person, your whereabouts, or you relocated, or something of that sort. They're really trying to figure you out, but it seems like they're having difficulty doing so. What's the Five of Wands, Ten of Wands? Yeah, they're very stressed out here. Ten of Wands and Five of Wands is when you feel completely drained, exhausted. Your environment's impacting you in a negative way. And you feel like your attention and energy is going to things that lack importance because you're trying to run from something that is important. So it's an energy of this person feeling like they have been avoidant, and now that they're trying to do something about it, they feel very lost. Ten of Cups and the King of Swords could also be someone who has recently come out of another commitment, or there's something or someone that they're cutting ties with. But what I see is like trying to create a change with you, but feeling restricted. And I really feel like it's someone who does not have access to you because they're very determined to figure something out about you, or at least have a way to communicate with you. That's what's on their mind. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Leo. Okay, Leo, let's see the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Someone that has like a form of betrayal on their mind. Like they may feel like the way that things have kind of ended between the both of you was very, negative, or it was something that is still weighing very heavily on their mind. And with the Five of Pentacles, I wonder if you're thinking about someone who currently doesn't have access to you, or who's currently like an outsider in your life. Let's see. How is this person feeling about Leo? Could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Seven of Swords wanted to show itself here. It definitely could be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. I feel a very hidden energy here, Leo. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling off the bat here. Like something is hidden, or there could be like a level of guilt associated with the situation here. Let's see. Knight of Wands and the Devil. Okay, yeah. Could be dealing with the Capricorn. I did mention there, I was feeling the earth energy as well, but Knight of Wands and the Devil. Leo, I do feel like this is someone who is thinking about you, okay? And they are thinking about approaching you or rushing in. Knight of Wands could be a very impulsive energy. But here's the thing. I feel like there's something they're not telling you, or there has been some sort of emotional manipulation in this situation in the past here, with that Knight of Wands followed by the Devil card. Because with these two cards being in their feelings, there is a very determined energy in terms of like wanting to pursue you, or even if it's just you guys are connecting but they want to connect on a deeper level or spend more time with you. Their motive could obviously be it could obviously vary. It is a general read, but with the Devil card, it's like something is not right, or they're not like there's some sort of something that they still feel guilty about, and definitely not a transparent energy. There may be something here that even if it's something that they're going through in their personal life, they're being very discreet about it, or secretive, where like they're not telling you about it entirely. Eight of Swords. Here's the thing, Leo. As much as this person's thinking about some sort of forward movement or progress with you, there is something in particular that is causing them to feel restricted. When you have the Devil and the Eight of Swords, that is a pretty big restriction, right? Even if it's like a mental restriction, they are feeling restricted, where it's like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, or I can't do this, or I know this is wrong, or I know I have been wrong in the past. There's something in the way, but they're trying to move forward or move past that and kind of sweep it under the rug despite how it's making them feel, which is why there's like a start and stop energy, or which is why they're not able to successfully just move towards you full throttle. You know what I mean? Because with the Devil and the Eight of Swords, it's like that's something you can't ignore, right? Even if it's something that's going on for you mentally, it's something that's very difficult to ignore, and instead it actually causes a restriction in your, you know, your 3D here. Six of Cups. This person wants things to go back to how they used to be between the both of you. And I'm getting that very strongly. It's like, you know, when this person's thinking of you this week, Leo, they could quite literally be like, "Oh, remember when, you know, Leo and I were, you know, blah 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 blah." Like it's like they're taking a trip down memory lane, but it's like they really want to go back to where you guys used to be. But the thing is with the Devil and the Eight of Swords, it doesn't seem to be that easy. It doesn't seem as easy as, oh, let's just go back to, you know, where we were. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. There's a restriction here that's causing a delay in this connection. Whether it's a restriction that's going on mentally for this person, whether it's in their environment, whether it's another situation that somehow ties into the situation with you, there's a delay here. I mean, do I see it as someone who wants to pursue you or wants to invest in you with the Knight of Pentacles? Yes, but I don't really see it as, I see some sort of uncertainty here. And I also don't see it as a transparent energy. So it could be someone who's trying to connect with you, work something out, but there's something here that they're not really being open about. And then we have the Queen of Cups clarifying the Eight of Swords, because we did see the Seven of Swords wanted to pop out. It didn't come out, but, you know, I take everything as a sign or a message. And I feel there's something here that they're not telling you, especially with that Devil card as well. Queen of Cups clarifying the Eight of Swords is also someone who could feel very stuck when it comes to the emotional department. I do feel like it's someone who feels very deeply towards you. They even feel a sense of security with you, or they feel like you're very comforting or nurturing. But when it comes to being, you know, open or vocal about their emotions, they kind of get in their mind about it. Or this could be someone who's acknowledging how they feel towards you, but they struggle with putting their feelings into words. The Chariot could be a Cancer that you're dealing with. The Emperor clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So this person feels like they want things to go back to how they used to be, but they're also wanting to move on from the past, because the past also entails something that occurred between the both of you that created, you know, a shift in this dynamic here. So it's like a part of them wants to go back to the past, but a part of them wants to completely forget and move on from the past. Then we have the Emperor clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, this could be someone who is kind of getting their finances in order. It could be someone who runs a business. They may have children of their own, but with the Emperor, it really is an energy of like, I want to take accountability. But there's a sense of control that this person wants to have. And the reason why there's a sense of control that they are seeking is because there's something here that they're keeping under wraps, or something they're not comfortable with opening up, or they're not comfortable opening up about it in the current moment. So it's like, I want this to work, but the way that I want it to work. Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Three of Wands. Yeah, I do believe they're very concerned about the future here. The Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Wands is like what's going to happen next kind of energy, or choosing a direction that you want to go in. The Page of Swords. But there's something that they could be trying to figure out about you as well, but they're not being direct. So the Page of Swords could be like a very curious energy, whether it's they want to communicate with you, but they want to know if you are still interested, or maybe if you're dabbling in something new. Like whatever questions that they have, they're trying to figure out on their own and not have to like directly ask you. And I do see this person wanting to speak to you, but it's a very calculated energy is what I'm getting at here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Fool card on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Devil. Some of you could be thinking of a Capricorn. Fool card and the Devil. This could be a fairly new energy, okay? We're gonna see what's going on here. I don't want to speak too soon, but with the Fool card and the Devil, even if it is a fairly new energy, with the Devil card, it's like someone could be very excited about a new beginning, but also like overthinking or obsessively thinking about a new beginning here. Okay, how does this person feel about Virgo? The Moon could be a Pisces that you're thinking of, 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Communication that you don't expect, but it makes you very happy. With the Moon card as well as the 8 of Wands, Virgo, I do believe it's someone who has either like had their eye on you and their emotions have been developing, but they have yet to be open about it, because it's like either their emotions were hidden, or like you could sense that this is someone who is taking an interest towards you, but now they're actually communicating it or being vocal here. Ace of Cups seems like new love to me. And with the Moon card, I also feel like there's like you've had a gut feeling about it. So I don't feel like it's a secret admirer energy where you don't know who this person is, or you had no idea that they, maybe had emotions or feelings for you. But it's someone that you're like, okay, I kind of have a gut feeling that, this person is developing emotions for me, or that they have an eye on me. And I feel like your intuition is going to be confirmed by some sort of incoming like communication from this person. I also feel here with the Ace of Cups, you are going to receive an opportunity to tell this person how you feel as well. So whether it's like, a phone call, a conversation in person, like there is something about you being able to open up about how you feel as well. Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Moon card. This person has an energy of holding on, okay, to what they want, or I should say, keeping what they want to themselves until they actually have the very thing. So if it's like a relationship with you, they're not really speaking about it to anyone because they don't want other energies impacting it. And there's like a very protective kind of energy when it comes to the connection with you. So, like, this is not someone who's telling their friends and family that they want to pursue you. They're really keeping it to themselves, but there is like, not an urgency, but there is like a really deep desire to pursue you. I don't feel like it's someone who's being impulsive or doing anything in an urgent manner, but it is like, they are wanting to pursue you. They are wanting to invest in you or grow here. What's the Eight of Wands? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is most certainly an emotional confession, guys. This is someone, telling you how they feel. It could even be that they are expressing what they want with you as well. I see this person being very open about their emotions, even though it took them a while to do so. And I feel like it took them a while to express how they feel towards you, because they were either trying to make sense of their emotions, or they were trying to take more of like a realistic approach. But I don't feel like it's someone who is suppressing their emotions because they struggle in the emotional department, or they struggle to openly communicate how they feel. I actually feel like this is someone who could be really good with their words, who's very good at emotional expression as well. Empress, wow. Yeah, this person, they feel like you are, their version of an ideal partner. They're highly attracted to you physically as well, but it's more than that. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's the way that you respect others. There's something about your character that's being highlighted here as well. Could be a Libra or a Taurus that you're thinking about, Virgo. It's the way you present yourself as well, Virgo. Like, this person may like the way that you dress. You may have a specific sense of style, or maybe they like the way that you do your hair. But there's a lot of physical attraction, but it ties in with the fact that they really admire your character. And that's what's giving them that extra push of like, okay, I want to pursue something more with Virgo. And I will say, Virgo, this person's holding you on a pretty high pedestal. They think very highly of you. Not just because of how you carry yourself, it's tying in with everything. The Empress is the whole package. So it's not just how you look or what you do for work, it's who you are as a person, you know, your goals for the future, the things that you've communicated to them, just the energy that you exude. 10 of Cups. Yeah, they definitely have a higher level of commitment on their mind. This person feels like the both of you would be very happy together, but they also feel like you guys would be great parents or set a great example for your children here. Because with the Empress and the 10 of Cups, there's a huge focus on children. So either you guys have children of your own, or they do, or they really want to start some sort of a family dynamic with you because they're thinking about how you guys would set a really great example because they feel like they're genuinely happy when they're with you. 2 of Pentacles. What's the Empress? The Wheel of Fortune. Wow, yeah. What's the 2 of Pentacles? Hanged Man. I feel like if there was any stagnant energy or this person, you know, wasn't, coming forward with their emotions, I feel like that was just an energy of stalling with the 2 of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. I don't really see it as anything negative or dramatic. And then moving forward to the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Empress, I see a change that makes you very happy, a confession that leads to more. And I feel like connecting with this person is going to change your life in one way or another. Or it may be that when you are in a connection with this person, if you choose to be, of course, it could affect other areas of your life, but in a positive way. Like there's something about and guys, when I say this, I don't mean it in a way where you are looking for some sort of opportunity, but I do feel like there are opportunities that come with this connection. Opportunities for you, opportunities for them. Because sometimes, you know, it could be taken the wrong way, but really it's like you're growing with this person, or there are new doors that they're opening for you as you're opening for them, right? So I hope I expressed that correctly. But that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Libra. Okay, Libra. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Let's see. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Sun card. You could be thinking of a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, potentially a Leo as well with the Sun card. Seems to me that someone has very, very deep emotions for you with the 2 of Cups. And with the Sun card, it's something that they can't seem to ignore, because the Sun card is usually when like something is being illuminated to you, it's in front of you, you can't really avoid it or run from it. So I feel like this is someone who's actually acknowledging the depths of their emotions when it comes to you. Okay, how is this person feeling about Libra? The 2 of Cups is also associated with like communication, so there could be something that this person actually wants to communicate to you. Also hearing Gemini. Some of you could be connecting with the Gemini. Okay. Knight of Wands and the Magician. 3 of Wands, yeah. It seems to me that, you know, this is someone who is pursuing you with the Knight of Wands. The Magician is, you know, someone who's feeling very confident. They feel like they have what it takes to, grow or build with you, because the 3 of Wands is all about, you know, planning for your future, right? But as much as it may be very unexpected the way that this person approaches you or comes in for a connection here, there is a very decisive energy with the 3 of Wands, in terms of knowing which direction they want to go in, or knowing what they want with you. Now, what's interesting with the Knight of Wands and the Magician is like this person may view you as someone who doesn't really like, in the current moment, you're having a hard time trusting them, or there's some sort of clarity that you're seeking when it comes to them or the situation. Like, you know, when you can tell that someone's a little bit skeptical, or they're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, that's how they're viewing you, or that's how they feel this week. It's like, you know, they're like, Libra doesn't trust me entirely, or I feel like Libra's a little bit unsure or uncertain about this connection here. And it could have something to do with their approach or their reputation here. And by reputation, I mean there may be something that you heard about this person, or this may be someone who has a very different past, but what they want with you sounds very different from what they're used to. Or there's something here that is causing you to not fully trust, or, yeah, fully trust them, or feel some sort like a level of uncertainty here. Five of Pentacles. Could be someone who's going through financial troubles, or they currently feel like they don't have access to you the way that they want to. And so with the Five of Pentacles, it is an energy of missing, but it's like, this is someone who really wants to connect with you. This is someone who's manifesting more with the Magician. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's like, oh man, like I don't have access to Libra, or I can't communicate with them the way that I want to, or there's a lot that I want to know, but I don't want to come off, a bit invasive here. The way that they're approaching you and the way that they're speaking to you, they're doing a good job at hiding or shielding how they feel inside. Because if they're, for example, it could be financial troubles and they're hiding that. Or the Five of Pentacles, if it's not about your stability or finances, it could just be a mentality of lack. So there could be some sort of insecurity that this person feels, or there could be some sort of uncertainty that this person feels, but they're not showing it on the outside. So how they're approaching you, how they're pursuing you, it's, they're kind of masking what's not working or what's causing them to feel uneasy. The Queen of Pentacles. Why is something about status coming out here, guys? I don't know. I'm just getting the word status. I'm going to clarify to see if, we can get some more info on that. But with the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, there's something to do with status. Okay, A or B. It's like this person could view you as someone who's very like stable. You know what you want for your future, or you just seem a little more established than them. If that's not the case in real life and you don't view them that way, or you don't view the situation that way, it goes back to what I was saying, a mentality of lack. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to feel you are very established in comparison to this person, but there's something here that they feel like they're lacking, and they're actually comparing their life to yours, or where they are in life to where you are in life. And I think a part of that motivates them to do better or want to be better for you, but there's also like something here that they're feeling a bit insecure about that's coming through very persistently, but it's a very hidden energy. It's beneath the surface. It's not something that is being shown on the outside. Ten of Wands. Like this could be someone who works a lot, but they feel very burdened by it. Because the Ten of Wands is when you're like working towards something, but you're not really seeing your desired results. So whatever you're doing becomes very mundane. It becomes very tedious. It's like, I don't want to do this because I feel like I'm not really being rewarded. So with the Ten of Wands, like this person could feel like they're at a place in their life where they're not genuinely happy, or there's something here that's kind of weighing them down. But at the same time, they're wanting to pursue you. But they're not showing you that side of them, or they're not showing you that there's truly something here that's causing them to feel unhappy. Because this person really values you and they know what you bring to the table, but I feel like they're trying to meet you halfway, or they're wondering if they are where they should be. And this is something that they're only wondering now as they're connecting with you. Like, generically speaking, guys, like sometimes in life when you meet people, or, you experience things, it's so that an area of your life is something that you can pay more attention to, right? So it could be like a lesson within itself, or there's a reason for the meeting or the experience here. And that's the kind of energy that I'm seeing. The World card. This may be a long distance union also, Queen of Wands. What's the Ten of Wands? Three of Cups. Okay, there we go. So it seems to me that they're, very determined when it comes to pursuing you. But with the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, there's something in their life that is no longer working, but they're continuously investing in it. You're going to know your situation better than I will, Libra. So this could either be like another relationship, a job situation, but it's like they're also comparing where you are in your life versus where they are. And this is someone who's highly attracted to you, but there's something in the equation or something in the situation here that that is bringing them down, that is weighing them down. But they're having trouble, completely, letting go of it with the Four of Pentacles. So instead, they're trying to maintain some sort of a perspective or image with you, but also maintain something else that they have going on. So like, even if it's the fact that they're unhappy at their job, they're not showing you that. And they're connecting with you and everything's fine when they're connecting with you. But when they're on their own, that's weighing very heavily on their mind that they're not satisfied financially or when it comes to their stability. You know, that's just a generic example. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Let's see. The person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Oh, sorry guys, I just dropped a card. Give me a second. Okay, what do we drop? Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's see. Someone's feeling hurt. And I'm also getting the word like ego death. Was something said where maybe it was possibly triggering to someone's ego? Chariot wanted to show itself as well. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. Let's see here. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Page of Swords. Could be a Gemini also. Okay, so this is a very specific message that's coming through here, Scorpio. I feel like it's someone who feels very connected to you, but they're keeping their distance. Like, they can't deny how they feel towards you, but with the Page of Swords, they'd rather spy on you or keep tabs on you as opposed to, you know, converse with you, I guess. And even if it's particularly this week, it's like feeling connected to you, but maintaining some sort of distance. Okay, let's see. How does this person feel about Scorpio? Okay, Queen of Cups, Nine of Cups. I'm trying to understand why I'm intuitively picking up on distance if you make this person as happy as you make them. Because Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups is someone who is viewing you as, you know, wish fulfillment. They feel like you make them very happy. They feel like they're in love with you. And they feel they're also at their happiest when they are with you. King of Wands. A lot of attraction here also. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like they're heavily fixated on you. They feel like you bring them a lot of comfort, but there's also like an energy of feeling like you guys are opposites. Like, you know, we have the Queen of Cups and we have the King of Wands. You guys could have two very different ways of like expressing yourselves to each other, or different approaches when it comes to situations or just life in general. But they feel like you balance them out in one way or another as well. So it's not really looking at the connection and saying we're so different that we can't make this work. It's like we're so different, but I feel like that helps me find some sort of balance. The Empress. You may have children with this person. If that's not the case, they are thinking about a family dynamic here. Here's what's interesting with the Empress and the Queen of Cups. This person is viewing you as their life partner or someone who is extremely nurturing, someone that they completely trust, right? Someone that they want to build with. Like, you check off all the boxes here, but what I'm seeing specifically is the way that you make them feel. It could be also the fact that they're able to confide in you about things that they're not easily able to open up about. But there's like, it's like the energy that they feel when they're with you. There's something here that feels very destined, but also very like they don't feel this kind of a love elsewhere with the Empress and the Queen of Cups. And that can be the kind of love that you feel from like a very comforting figure, right? Like such as like a mother or like a grandmother. And I'm not saying that you remind this person of their mom or grandmom, but like I am saying that, like, you know, they trust you. There's a lot of comfort there. There's a lot of security there. Could be a Libra or a Taurus. Ace of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles clarifying the King of Wands. You have someone here who's really wanting to invest in you, and I'm still intuitively picking up on the distance. So I wonder if like this is someone who has their eye on you and they have yet to open up, or they are connecting with you but it's very on and off, or they're still trying to maintain some sort of distance because they don't want, to rush into things. But Six of Pentacles is a very generous energy of like wanting to invest in a connection with you. There may also be something that you're going through that this person is aware of and they're trying to assist you. So if it's like, it could be financial support, it could be, emotional support as well. But I do see them like just wanting to be there for you, actually, contribute to your life in a positive way. Ace of Cups. What's the Ace of Pentacles? The Hermit. Some of you, this could be a Virgo. Yeah. And this is someone who usually keeps to themselves, or maybe what they do for work requires them to be alone most of the time. They could just be a very introverted person, right, with the Hermit. But I feel like they're opening up or wanting to offer you something very stable. And yes, they're wanting to invest in you, but it's stemming from a space of like genuinely how you make them feel. And they're going based off of the energy that they feel when they're with you. They feel like nothing feels forced. Everything feels like it's happening the way that it should. Everything kind of just flows. And it feels right with you is what I'm seeing here. The World card. What's the World card? The Eight of Wands. This person, the distance could be physical with the World card and the Eight of Wands. That could definitely be read as like, someone who's traveling towards you or who's at a distance and you guys are communicating online. But I see someone who knows that they want to pursue you, and they're going based off of the energy that they feel. They're like, this just feels too right, or too right for me to give up or to not try, or to, not follow through on. And I see a lot of back and forth communication between the both of you. But it could be that either this person is a bit held back, or initially they were held back prior to connecting with you, because I do sense, again, some sort of distance. So either they were held back or it's physical distance. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's see. The person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Lovers. Okay, some of you could be thinking of a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, potentially a Gemini here. I do sense that someone feels a strong connection with you, Sagittarius, but I also sense that they feel like nothing is being done about this connection here. And Six of Cups is usually like someone that you have some sort of a past with, or, emotional history. But as far as the Lovers goes, it's like this person could be feeling connected to you, or they're thinking about you and feeling nostalgic. But they may also feel like, there was a very indecisive energy in this connection here, or nothing was really done about the connection or the emotions that you guys feel towards each other. Okay, let's see. How does this person feel about Sagittarius? Eight of Pentacles, okay. The Chariot could be a Cancer. This person's viewing you as someone who's very focused on your, like your career or your finances in the current moment. So even if it's specifically this week, like they may feel like, you're solely focused on work, or maybe like a creative project that's progressing for you. But they feel like a lot is changing for you because they sense some sort of progress or forward movement in your life. So I don't know if this is something that you've communicated to this person, or it's visible, or it's just visible to them. But that is what they're sensing here, Temperance. They feel like you're in your element, or you are at a space of like healing and feeling and looking like yourself again. Like there's some sort of changes that you're making, and it's showing in your outer world as well. So like whether it be you've adopted a new diet, right? Maybe you started going to the gym, maybe you started exercising. Like there's, it could be those are the changes, like more so physical changes that are showing up, in terms of, like the examples that I just named, or it could be changes such as like something taking off for you in your career. So you're relocating or you're finally buying, that car that you've always wanted, or, something here is becoming more tangible because it's progressing for you. You've made changes and it's showing or it's visible to this person, is what I'm getting at. There could be some sort of balance that they want to, restore in this connection here as well with the Temperance. And when they think of you, they feel like they met you for a reason, but there's also a question of why wasn't anything done about the connection, or why did the connection stall after a certain point? Why weren't we able to actually get this thing off the ground here? Four of Swords clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Someone who's in a period of solitude, and as much as they're thinking about you, I do feel like there's some sort of silence here, or they're not really being vocal about the fact that they're thinking of you or thinking about what you guys could have had together. The Four of Swords, it's an interesting energy because as much as it's, you could be healing from something, or you are, spending time in solitude, there's also it's also associated with an energy of like praying for a breakthrough. So this person really badly wishes that something would change between the both of you, or there's an energy of them hoping that they can speak to you, or there will be an opportunity for you guys to reconnect here. But this is just hoping and wishing kind of energy. Nine of Swords. So something progressing for you is stressing them out. So I can read this two ways. A, it's stressing them out because, it could be that this person feels like you're doing better off without them. Now, B, it could be an energy of feeling like, okay, things are progressing for Sagittarius, and there's something that where like, they're becoming aware that you're completely moving forward from this connection. Like, for example, if, you are not speaking to this person, but they can sense that things are changing for you and you're making changes such as relocating, then there's something here where it's like, this feels very real. Like I genuinely feel like Sagittarius is going to move forward and they're at the point of no return. Like something just feels more real than it ever has. And there's a lot of worry and stress with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I do feel like this is someone who thinks about you quite a bit, but they keep all their thoughts to themselves. Something about this connection is keeping them up at night. Queen of Wands. I mean, I guess a simple way for me to put this energy is someone is watching you, flourish, or I know some people like to call it like a glow up, or there's something about you taking care of yourself and looking better, feeling better, doing better. And the fact that you are not connecting with them is really causing worry, or it's causing them to truly believe that, you're doing better off without them, or this is a connection that you're not going to be dabbling in again. And the reason why they feel very mentally conflicted is a part of them feels like you guys met for a reason. And even though they feel like nothing was done about the connection, it's almost like, okay, am I going to receive an opportunity to do something about that? Or is Sagittarius, moving forward here? Knight of Cups. I feel like this is someone who wants to apologize to you. Queen of Pentacles. A Knight of Cups could, it could be an apology or like an emotional confession. But when you have the Queen of Pentacles, it's like, yes, there's a part of this person that wants to invest in a connection with you, but they're really like, they're stuck in their thoughts, and not only are they stuck in their thoughts, they're viewing you as, okay, well, you have a lot going on, or a lot has changed. So I feel like this is someone that you haven't spoke to in a while, or if there was some sort of a pause in the connection that you guys have, there's a lot of changes that occurred in your life in that span of time. Queen of Cups. We have three queens. What's the Queen of Cups? The Sun card. It seems to me, Sagittarius, that this person is realizing that they are happy with you, or you are who makes them very happy. Like there's like the way you make them feel, or the things that you have done for them in the past, or what this or the potential of this connection is something that's being illuminated to them now. So it may not be something that they realized in the past, but as they're realizing it in the now, it also feels like it's too late to do anything about it now. So that's why this is someone who is going through mental conflict. Nine of Swords, you know, in the heart of their spread there. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Let's see. You could be thinking of a Virgo. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Sun card. It could be a Leo on your mind as well. Seems to me, because with the Hermit and the Sun card, something that both of these cards have in common is like some sort of clarity or something being illuminated to this person. So it could be like receiving clarity about this connection with you, or something is making sense to them this week. Almost like an aha moment, or, you know, what you would call like a full circle moment, something that they could have been confused about in the past, something that maybe, you know, didn't make sense to them. They're having a shift in perspective this week. Okay, how does this person feel about Capricorn? Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords followed by the Three of Wands. Communication that helps you, how do I want to word this? Communication that helps you maybe have an idea of where this connection is headed. The reason I say that, Capricorn, is with the Three of Wands. Obviously, there's three wands on that card, but he's holding on to one wand, which is symbolic for like choosing a direction, right? So there could be like, for example, a decision that you're trying to make when it comes to this person. It could be maybe this connection affects another area, you know, of your life, and so you want to know what to do, or which direction to go in. But it's like some form of communication is helping you choose a direction here, or it's helping you figure out where this connection is actually headed. So again, going back to what I was saying as I open the spread, this is someone who's trying to bring forward some sort of clarity to you, or be open about what they want, or, you know, what they're working towards here when it comes to the connection. Yeah, so I definitely see a lot of back and forth communication between you and this person. With the Page of Wands, I do feel like it's someone who is looking forward to some sort of like a new start or a new journey with you. The Page of Wands is usually when you're like feeling enthusiastic or excited because you're about to embark on a new journey. So yes, it could be new love, but if it's someone that you have history with and now things seem to be a little more certain or a little more stable than they have felt in the past, you know, it's just someone who's excited to have, you know, a turn of events, or, you know, turn over a new leaf with you here. We have the Three of Swords clarifying the Knight of Swords. There could be, or I should say, the clarity that this person's bringing forward could be about some sort of hurt that was caused in the past. And the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords, I don't necessarily see it as an apology, Capricorn. Instead, I see it as someone who is like opening up about why things transpired the way that they did. So like this could be someone who said something impulsively, or they have done something to hurt you, or they understand now the role that they played in the, you know, the hurt that was caused. But it's like, it seems to me that someone's explaining something to you. It's like, okay, I reacted this way because, or things happened between you and I in this way because. I don't really see it as an apology, but I do see it as someone acknowledging the hurt and maybe explaining their side here. What's the Three of Wands, the King of Swords? This person feels like there's a level of frustration that you're still holding on to. And, you know, as they're, you know, wanting to communicate with you, and for some of you, you could be communicating with this person as you're watching my read. Energies are fluid, but with the King of Swords, it's like they can sense that you're upset, or they can sense that you're very detached. And it's not to say that you're not communicating with this person, but they do know that you feel a level of disappointment. Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. wondering if this communication is something that excites you, something that you're looking forward to, because I will say they're having a hard time reading you, A, but B, they also feel like you're very cautious with the time and energy that you spend on them or this situation now. So it makes me wonder if maybe in the past you felt that you were either overcompensating in this connection here, or you were, constantly feeling maybe consumed by this connection, or you were, it just seems to me that this person feels like you're not as invested as you used to be, or you're cautious with how much time and energy you give them, which means maybe in the past you were giving this person a lot of your time and energy, but it did not result into what you wanted it to. Eight of Pentacles. What's the King of Swords? The Five of Swords. Yeah. You know what it is, Capricorn? You have someone here who wants to communicate with you, and they're really trying to find a solution. But when you have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords upright, that speaks about a disagreement that the both of you are having, okay? So you're going to know your situation better than I will, but I will explain this energy to you so you understand. There's something here that you and this individual are disagreeing on, okay? And it seems to me that there's no way that you guys can see eye to eye on that very thing. So the only way that you guys can go about it is to compromise, right? Like in some cases, it's not about agreeing so that you guys can move forward if you truly don't agree. In some cases, it's going to be, okay, we don't agree on this thing, but we got to compromise in order to move forward. So there is an ongoing conflict, something that the both of you are not agreeing on. And they're trying to see past that or dismiss that as they're trying to reconnect with you. But this is something that has been ongoing for a very long time. So even if you guys were to reconnect with each other, or you are in the current moment, this will resurface, or it will be something that comes to mind. Even if it doesn't come to mind now, it will eventually. It's not something that you could just sweep under the rug. You know what I mean? So the energy that's coming through is like trying to avoid something that is kind of that has been affecting this connection for a very long time. Then we have the Knight of Wands clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, okay, and the Four of Swords. I do believe this person wants more stability with you, but the approach here is very abrupt. It's very impulsive, and it could even be someone who is very inconsistent with you in the past. When you have the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Knight of Wands, you may acknowledge why you cut ties with this person. You may feel like they weren't as stable as you needed them to be, or that, you felt like you were the only one bringing stability into this connection in one way or another. And as much as this person is wanting stability with you, their approach or their lifestyle could be very different from what you're used to, or what your definition of stability or a stable relationship is. And so there is something major that you guys are disagreeing on. And it's not to say that if you disagree on something, you can't have a connection that works out, because you have the Ten of Pentacles upright. But it is letting me know that it's something that you have to think about deeply. So this person could be, stuck in thoughts of you, of course, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. But there's a very strong message of not being able to ignore what you guys are disagreeing on. It's not just something that, they could sweep under the rug, or the both of you could sweep under the rug. Because even if you guys do, decide to do that in the current moment, it is something that's going to resurface, because the King of Swords and the Five of Swords is like something that is mentally impacting you almost on a daily basis. And it's also some sort of truth. So it could be like, this could be difference in values, or something that you truly believe, and it's hard for you to go against it. Okay, so that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see, the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. You could be thinking of a Taurus. We have the Hierophant and we have the Hermit, or a Virgo. Deep introspection when it comes to like a higher level of commitment. Like I could read it as someone who is, thinking of you and also thinking about a commitment with you, but it's like they're really getting down to the nitty gritty. There could even be like an emphasis on the values when it comes to like your values versus theirs, or when I say higher level of commitment, it's like things that can impact a higher level of commitment as well. But it's like reality is sinking in, or someone is being very realistic about how a connection can actually work with you, or what needs to be different in some cases. Okay, how does this person feel about Aquarius? High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Okay. So today, guys, of course, I'm doing an all signs read, but your sign is the only one that I had interruptions with. And I really felt a bit of a closed off energy. Usually, when I'm having a difficult time channeling, there could be a bit of a hidden energy or something that doesn't kind of like, want to come out, like an energy that doesn't want to open up here. So I'm still feeling that, especially because we have the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords and their feelings for the first two cards there. Then we have the Three of Cups. The first thing I will say here, Aquarius, I almost called you guys Cancer. You could be dealing with one. But what I'm seeing here is someone who is keeping a lot to themselves, A, okay? And B, there is an energy of like feeling guided towards you. There even is an energy of this person really protecting the connection that they have with you. But there's also something else that they're protecting or keeping away from you. For example, it could be someone who's trying to maintain two situations and they're telling you what you want to hear, but they're also, keeping another situation under wraps. It doesn't necessarily have to be another lover, but I do see something here where this person, they feel a level of guilt or there's some sort of suspicion when it comes to this connection here. The other way that I could read this is this person could be suspecting something of you as well, right? Seven of Swords and the High Priestess could be, if you're not speaking to this person, they're assuming that you're either dabbling in something new, that you're no longer interested, or you are in another situation. It doesn't mean that these things are true. It could just be something that's crossing this person's mind because there's a lack of contact or communication between the both of you. But initially, what I was getting here is like they're protecting a situation with you, but they're also protecting you from another situation that is going on in their life. Justice card. This person could be going through some sort of legal matters. And if that's not the case, guys, the Justice card could also just be looking at a situation and weighing the pros and cons. So you're like, okay, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? And I did say, as I open the spread here, there's some sort of deep introspection when it comes to a higher level of commitment. So I wonder if this person is committed elsewhere and they're thinking about that commitment, but they're also thinking about you. Could be dealing with a Libra here. Because what they feel, Aquarius, is that there's a lack of balance in the situation with you. But they also feel that if they were to tell you what was really going on or tell you what they were contemplating, it would turn the situation into something that they don't want it to turn into. So it's almost like avoiding a response or avoiding some sort of chaos. And again, Aquarius, it's not to say that you are going to respond in a dramatic way or anything of that sort. It could just be a fear that this person has. Seven of Swords is being clarified by the Ace of Cups. So that is, seeking a new beginning with you, but not being completely transparent with you. And I do feel like this is someone who, has a lot of love for you. They have a desire to pursue something more with you, but it's not really the most transparent energy that's coming through. Five of Cups. They definitely feel disappointed in the past. The Five of Cups clarifying the Three of Cups. And in the Five of Cups, there are three cups that are spilled, right? So this person could feel like it was a very indecisive situation, or for many of you, it does seem to me that this is a third party situation. So there's definitely some sort of interference here. And they're disappointed in how things turned out and they're missing you, but their approach is letting me know, or the cards are letting me know that their approach is not completely transparent. So it could be trying to fix something with you, but kind of like putting a band-aid on it and not really getting to the underlying issue. Like if there's an interference here, the interference is still ongoing with the Three of Cups, but they're connecting with you to see if you guys could just get to calmer waters. So that's not really like fixing the issue because they're not getting rid of the interference. Instead, they're trying to like smooth things out, or like I said, put a band-aid on the situation for the time being. Hanged Man. Heavy Piscean energy here, guys. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Ace of Cups. For those of you that are aware of this person going through some sort of legal issues or matters here, there's some sort of delay in that. Okay, so you're going to know your situation better than I will, but I do see a delay when it comes to like some sort of legal matters or a decision that really impacts them and impacts their ability to be with you. The Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, again, I do see a deep desire for you. I just feel like there's something here they're not being transparent about. Knight of Wands. They're wondering if they can win you over and if you guys can communicate again, but there's like an elephant in the room here, or something that caused a disconnect is still continuing. Yeah, Four of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Star card. They can't deny how they feel towards you. I think that this is someone who still feels drawn to you with the Star card and the High Priestess. They can't help how they feel. So it's not like they're in denial. But I feel like there's another situation that even if they're trying to put an end to another situation, Aquarius, it's not like an overnight process. There's some sort of delay in that. So reconnecting with this person would mean being in a situation where it is still a bit indecisive. And here's what I will say, guys. It's like, even if this person is telling you that they're choosing you or a connection with you, that could be the truth. They could feel emotionally connected to you and not someone else. But like in the 3D, there is a situation or a commitment that they're still entitled to, is what I'm getting at. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. Moving on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So the person on your mind and their current feelings towards you. Okay, the King of Wands wanted to pop out here, guys. You could be thinking of a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Three of Swords. Someone feels hurt by a decision that you've made. So like maybe you made a decision to choose yourself. Maybe you made a decision to break something off here. Maybe you made a decision to be blunt or open about something that's impacting you. There's a decision that you've made that this person is really affected by, is what I see. How's this person feeling about Pisces? It also seems to me that it's not really someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, or like they're not really open about their emotions. They may even have some sort of like a way of masking how they really feel and pretending as if everything is okay. Or they don't like to show when something like impacts them emotionally. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's so interesting because I said that you know, someone is upset about a decision that you've made, and some of you could have decided to choose yourself. And Nine of Pentacles is letting me know that this person is viewing you in, you know, a single energy, enjoying your independence. You know, they are viewing you as very, you know, stable. And with the Queen of Cups, they're still feeling some sort of an emotional connection with you. What's interesting is the way that you care about this person, or how patient or nurturing or kind you have been with them in the past, is being illuminated, but they feel like you've kind of withdrawn that energy and you're pouring into your own cup now. So they're starting to understand, you know, your power, or how you made them feel and how you impacted their life in a positive way. The Eight of Swords. Something here is definitely causing this person to feel restricted, though. So like, you know, when the Eight of Swords comes up in a spread, guys, like it could be a mental restriction where like you're quite literally in your own way. So you're telling yourself something, or you're feeding into your negative thoughts, or it could be like restrictions in their environment where they're thinking about you, wanting to reconnect with you. But there's a reason they can't, or they should not, right? So what I see is someone who feels very restricted. They feel like their hands are tied in this situation. It's almost an energy of feeling powerless, really. What's the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands? You focusing on yourself or you being in this independent energy is only drawing this person closer to you. It's kind of like, you know, when they say when you kind of like detach from the things or in this case, you know, the people or the situations that you desire, that's when you know, attract them to you. That's what I see here. It's almost like they admire the fact that you are focusing on yourself, but there's something about you making a decision or putting your foot down that is drawing them closer to you with the King of Wands, because they are viewing you in an independent energy, but the King of Wands is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, which means they are attracted to it. It's not like they're frowning upon it or they're looking down on it. Justice card. They want to make something up to you. Something doesn't feel just, or whether it's they feel like they haven't been truthful with you or they feel like they treated you in an unfair manner. The Justice card is all about being truthful and doing things in what you feel like is the right way. And I also feel like with the Justice card clarifying the Queen of Cups, like initially what I was getting is I want to make something up to Pisces, or that was wrong, but I want to, you know, do things the right way, or even if it's like, you know, in the form of an apology here. The Hermit. I feel like this is definitely someone who's feeling very restricted when it comes to their thoughts, but the Hermit clarifying the Eight of Swords is also like restrictions that you're placing upon yourself. You know, the Hermit, he's gaining enlightenment, or the lantern there is symbolic for clarity, but he's at the top of the mountain and he's stuck. So like, as much as this person could be having a shift in perspective or gaining some sort of clarity about you, they're having a hard time taking action, or they're feeling very stuck. You know, when you're thinking about a situation, but when it comes to actually taking the necessary steps towards it, you begin to struggle with it. That's the kind of energy that I see this person in. What's the King of Wands? The Tower. It seems to me, Pisces, that this person really didn't expect you to do something or say something that you said. It seems to me it's more about doing, because it's like a decision that you've made, right? Like even if it's like putting your foot down, like they did not expect this from you with the Tower. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. This person may also feel like they had more time to figure something out with you, but things ended very abruptly. So again, they weren't prepared for a foundation to crumble. They weren't prepared for some sort of an ending here is what I'm seeing. What's the Tower? The Star card. The pro of this Tower moment or something coming to an end is it kind of guided them to maybe what they need to work on or what they need to heal. But I also feel like it's someone who's still looking at the connection with you as this is special to me, or Pisces is still special to me. I still care about Pisces. I want to heal what has happened. 10 of Wands. Yeah. This person doesn't feel right about the way that they've treated you. Something, you know, when something doesn't feel fair and it's weighing heavily on your mind because there's guilt associated with it, or you feel like you could do something about it. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting with the 10 of Wands, Justice, and the Queen of Cups. It's like when they think about you right now, there's something here that they know that they feel like was not right, and they want to make it up to you. And carrying that emotion and thinking about it every day is what's feeling very burdensome. It's weighing them down. Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands? The Queen of Swords and the Strength card. I also see here that this person could have recently detached from another situation, A or B. I feel like this is someone who now understands the situation for what it is, right? Queen of Swords is when you've gained the clarity, your head is not in the clouds. But it's interesting because we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, or we have the Queen of Wands being clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Strength card. So how they're appearing on the outside is very different from what's going on internally. They do feel a very detached energy. They may even feel like, you know, it's very difficult to process what has occurred between the both of you, but they're also trying to remain strong. What's the 10 of Wands? The Chariot? Chariot, the Knight of Swords, yeah. I feel like this person definitely wants to communicate with you, but just being transparent, guys, like they feel restricted very heavily. And for many of you, it's to do with the thoughts that they're thinking. You know, Eight of Swords and the Hermit. It's like as much as they're gaining clarity, they're either telling themselves that something is not going to work out, or they feel like it's too late to act on something. And that's why there's this very held back energy, or an energy of I'm going to pretend like everything is okay. But inside, what they're wondering is if you guys are going to have an opportunity to heal what has occurred here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.